Food for thought. Have you considered plant-based eating? I've said it to you enough on this show. Hopefully you've looked it up, but we're going to talk about it today. Aaron Gottlieb with Native Son Natural Foods Market is joining me, and we're excited to have you here. We're excited to have Native Son here as part of our new segment, Food for Thought, in the brand new Native Son kitchen. We'll get over there in a sec with your chef, but let's talk about this. I say it all the time on the show, I'm a plant-based eater. If people haven't Googled it or looked it up yet, what is plant-based eating?
Well, Curtis, plant-based eating is exactly what it sounds like. It's eating foods made from plants. Most people associate it with vegetarian eating, which was when you went to a restaurant, you would find out that their vegetarian options was a salad or a vegetable plate.
Yep,
not really a main course. But plant-based eating is really the next evolution of what vegetarian foods used to be, and it's really for everybody, whether you eat meat or whether you are vegetarian alike. They're pretty amazing foods coming out these days.
Yeah, and for me, like I said, I've talked about my journey has been a transition journey. It wasn't a one day I went to it. It's not about, for me, it's just a choice that I feel better, and for my health and what I've researched and what I've read, studies show that it's better for me. It has nothing to do with the whole animal cruelty or anything like that. For me, it's just about what's going through my body. And for you, you have a pretty personal reason why you've kind of shifted that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually, when I went vegetarian, and that's not what we're proposing, we're asking for people to try these amazing new plant-based foods, but just taking meat out of my diet, I dropped 80 pounds, and a lot of studies showed that it is reducing obesity, heart disease, as well as having positive effects on people dealing with diabetes.
Yeah, I think that's something that's important. I tell people too, I'm not pushing, hey, everyone stop eating meat. And also Native Son is not doing that either, because you serve plenty of meat products.
Absolutely, yeah. We have, we sell, organic chicken, grass-fed beef, but we want even those people who are seeking those options to learn that eating more plants has a positive effect on their health. So just replacing one meat meal with a plant meal is only doing people better.
And one of the reasons the term is switched to plant-based is, like you said, vegetarian, vegan has kind of gotten this, for some reason, negative connotation. And so this is what I tell people all the time. We're about to show you something that I want you to grab your biggest meat eater who would scoff at vegetarianism, and we're going to show you a burger that you can serve them that if you don't tell them, we'll trick them. I guarantee if you don't tell them, they'll not know that this is plant-based. We're here with Eric Haney, your chef at Native Son, right?
Yep.
How you doing, Eric?
Good.
All right, so let's talk about this. We got it right here in front of us, Beyond Meat.
Yep.
Product you guys carry.
Yep, it's a Beyond Meat burger. It's made with plant-based proteins and healthy fats. It's gluten-free, soy-free. It's got 20 grams of protein.
That's the key.
Yep.
Everybody goes, oh, you can't eat plant-based and still get protein.
You can.
Packed with it.
Yep.
And as you see, if you hit that overhead camera, you can see that there is no difference between that and the ground beef that you would put in a regular burger.
Yeah, it cooks up just like a burger.
Except for the cholesterol that isn't there, and the saturated fat, which is way lower, because one of the fats in there is coconut oil, which is a plant-based fat.
That's what I love about it, because that coconut oil, and as you can see it sizzling there, that coconut oil actually acts and looks and feels and bites through just like regular fat.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest hurdle vegetarians have is it's too close to meat, and they think that they're eating meat when they're eating it, and that's why we knew this was for everybody, and it's one of the most popular veggie burgers in our store. It's kind of done of the days of the hockey puck.
That's right, that's right. We got a finished one here, we're finishing this one up, but what's, you guys have a Native Son special sauce here, right?
Yeah, so this burger here has got our Native Son special sauce. So we use Veganaise.
Veganaise there, Veganaise.
Little sweet pickle relish.
Sweet pickle relish. What's this?
Ketchup.
Ketchup, throw all that in there.
Classic, yep. Dump that
in there.
in there.
And then what else we got here? This is
so
secret
our special ingredient here. This is chipotle peppers, which are a smoked jalapeno. So it's got a nice smoky, spicy kick to it.
And then just stir all that.
Yeah, we'll just mix this up really well.
What are you finding in the store as far as like your customers and stuff coming in? Are you hearing stories, personal stories from them on like, hey, I've been going plant-based for a while and seeing how they're doing? Or
well, we hear them every day, but as I said about my weight, that was one of the things that turned me towards plant-based eating. And my father had heart disease, and he grew up with his father was a butcher, and he was the last to adopt plant-based eating, but he has reversed his heart disease with plant-based eating, as well as additional benefits to a healthy lifestyle, such as exercise and meditation.
I'll put some
nice.
on the
bun. It's pretty
there.
awesome.
All right, and so in-store demos, you do those as well, Eric?
Yeah, we do demos a couple times a week at each store. We've got a dedicated team that do that, and each week we try to feature something Exciting. So this weekend we'll be sampling these Beyond Meat burgers at our stores.
I'm telling you, as we we're into March here, spring, it's here. This is when the grills are going to start getting fired up more because as Floridians, we are soft and we can't grill in 40-degree temperatures. But this, I'm telling you, folks, get this, try this Beyond Meat burger. And one of the great things about that you guys told me when we were talking, I've been putting them in a freezer like an idiot. You don't need to put these in the freezer, right?
No, I mean, they may be sold in freezers and in refrigerated cases, but when you take them home, put them in your refrigerator, they work just like ground beef, and they cook 3 minutes on each side with no additional oil. So it's about as easy a dinner, plant-based dinner, as you can have, and it's extremely craveable. It's amazing.
So it's so good. We're gonna eat this now, but appreciate you guys, and thanks so much, Native Son, for joining us and being a part of this Food for Thought segment in our brand new kitchen. You can visit their locations in Bay Meadows, Mandarin, and Jacks Beach, and their website is nativesonjacks.com.